Hello, everybody out there in YouTube land. Once again, leader of the Warrior Wolf Pack, Brad Ainsley coming at you. Yes, I cut my hair back to military length and style. This video is something that kind of occurred to me, and I run it by my friend, my brother from another mother, Scott Holmes, and he seems to agree with me about it. You know, there's a certain group who claims to be against fascism, but whose name, if I say it, I'll definitely get in trouble with YouTube for. Antifa, Antifa. Something in my throat. That's always been wearing masks. Now it's funny how as soon as they get put on the terrorist list, on the domestic terrorism list, that all of a sudden, oh, there's a new thing, we gotta all wear masks, it's a global pandemic. Funny, huh? They wear a mask to hide their faces so that no one can know who they are and they can commit crimes and get away with it. Then all of a sudden, everybody has to wear a mask. Could you say cover up to help Antifa? Everyone who's done any research knows Fauci's part of them. Fauci's part of the globalists. Just like Soros, who's paying the money for Antifa and Black Lives Matter. Which I have an issue with Black Lives Matter. They're racist. And I'll tell you why. By saying Black Lives Matter, they're saying that a black life is worth more than any other life. Because if you tell a Black Lives Matter member, all lives matter, they will beat you, cuss at you, yell at you, scream at you, try to dox you, so that you get hurt. And all the while they will be calling you a racist and a Nazi. All because you had the balls or the ovaries or the tits to say all lives matter. Now, if a white person was to, a bunch of white people would get together walking around using the exact same symbols now as BLM, only they said white lives matter, and if someone said all lives matter and that person got the hell beat out of them, everybody and their twin brother would be saying that they're racist. It would be all over the fucking media. Racist organization. Right? Now, take the word white from Lives Matter and insert black, and what do you got? It's racist.
Same thing.
It's the same fucking thing. It's just using a different color to try to hide their fucking racism. Antifa, Black Lives Matter, they're all part of the same socialist hating America coin. They hate Western freedom and civilization. Yet they want to live here because we're the only country that will allow them the ability to flap their fucking gums, run their mouth without getting thrown in prison or dead. These are all simple facts. They cannot be disputed because facts are just that, facts. No matter how you look at them, they always turn out the same. A fact is something that no matter how you produce it, will always produce the exact same result. And that's true. So think about it. Think about it. And if I'm wrong, you let me know. But always respectful, because I'll always be respectful of you. I don't block anyone from having a difference of opinion on on this channel. In fact, I welcome them so that everyone who watches this channel can see the idiocracy of their idea, or they could see how I was wrong, and when I'm proven wrong, how I manned up and admitted it. But think about that, because I know I'm right. And I know that I'll probably lose subscribers for this. I don't give a fuck. The truth is the truth. And the truth is what I stand on. And the truth will hurt. The truth will cut long, deep, and wide. But you will also heal from it. Because when you start with the truth, it might cut you to the quick on what you believe in. But then, once you see that it's the truth, it'll start the healing, not just of yourself, but every relationship around you. That's why in the Bible it states, the truth shall set you free. Because it will. It'll set you free from the spirit of anger and bondage and Because it's the truth. And once you stand on the truth, you're standing on everything. When you're coming from the truth, you come from a position of fuck you. And the best position to be in is the position of fuck you. Donald Trump did it. Donald Trump did a lot of his business from a position of fuck you. And the man's made billions of dollars. He's lost billions, he's made billions. So think about that. Now, the issue about churches, about them trying to take away a church's tax exempt status if they don't believe in same-sex marriage, that blatantly goes against the First Amendment, freedom of religion. That means we are free to have different religions and to practice them. Every religion in this country is tax exempt. And that's how it should be. Otherwise, what you are doing is you are telling people, because you believe something that I don't, you have to pay to be able to do it. And that is a blatant, huge, big time, blatant violation of our First Amendment rights.
Until they're proven that they've done something real criminal, like.
But think of this. Back to the back to the mask idea, the masks are just the beginning. The masks are how to see who's awake and who's not. Who's gonna fucking side with us and who's gonna rise up and say no. There's no science that says that these work. I'm not wearing them. I resist you. I will not. I draw the line in the sand. I will not wear the mask. It's simple. Because if enough people are sleeping, they can institute their entire plan. It's true. And in Louisville, Kentucky, Black Lives Matter sent a letter to every business with a list of demands that every business has to do. Or they'll have protests, they'll have sit-ins, there'll be people outside selling same goods. They'll just do whatever they can to disrupt that business. Now that is exactly the same fucking tactic used by the brown shirt Nazis against the fucking Jewish people. And it is a tactic used by the fucking mafia to extort money from businesses. Pay us protection or bad things happen. Do what we want or shit happens. That is a RICO violation right there. And there's a paper trail leading it all the way to Black Lives Matter. That means Black Lives Matter not only being a terrorist organization, is an organized crime syndicate. And that's something I had to know a little something about, considering I ran with the boys. Not Black Lives Matter. I ran with crime syndicates before. So now we're getting into somewhere that's definitely in my fucking wheelhouse of knowledge. I've been the strong arm. Telling people, hey, you're gonna pay up or shit's gonna happen. I've been the guy going to someone saying, hey, you owe so and so money. Pay the fuck up. If they said no, I broke something. Either way, money was paid. So I know that they're using organized crime tactics and Nazi tactics. Now, I ask you this. Who are the real Nazis? Is it people who love this country, who think everybody's equal? No one group of lives matters more than some other group of life? Or is it the people trying to extort businesses to do things the way they want them or have consequences, such as people getting accosted, stuff like that? I mean, they don't come right out and say that in their little list they give, but if you listen to it and you read it, yeah, it's there. It's just subtle. And just so that people know, the video that I'm talking about, I'm pulling it up right now on my phone so that I can adequately tell you. Where is it? 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 It's the Glenn Beck show video. So I'll know it when I see it. The title of it, here are the details from the
Welcome to DraftKings.
From the shocking letter sent to businesses from Black Lives Matter protesters. The Glenn Beck YouTube channel, and what is on the thumbnail of it, the picture that you get when you look it up, it says businesses threatened support BLM or suffer. The video is 6 minutes 5 seconds long. Now, that sounds to me like, what they try to do sounds an awful lot of, terrorism. Do what we tell you or something's going to happen. That's terrorism. You're threatening violence or against someone to get them to do what you want. That's terror. You're inciting that if someone doesn't do what you want, they're going to get hurt. That makes them fearful or gives them terror. Thus, that is plain and simple terrorism. I'm not trying to stretch or pull. No. I'm simply walking from dot A to dot B to dot C to dot D to dot E to dot F to dot G to dot I. To dot H to dot I. So I'm just connecting all the dots right in a row. And the picture it draws is that Black Lives Matter, just like Antifa, are terrorism. They are terrorists. They are homegrown terrorists, supported, funded, and developed by George Soros and other trained Marxists. Hell, if you go on the BLM site, or if you type in BLM Marxists, you'll see videos where the main people of BLM state that they are trained Marxists. Who started this? What's a Marxist, you might ask? A communist. A socialist. Someone who does not want America to be free and have capitalism. That is a Marxist. And that is un-American. Given the way that they're going about it, I would even say they're treasonous by their actions, and thus should be held accountable under the law. They should be punished under the law for the crimes of treason, sedition, conspiracy to commit treason, conspiracy to commit sedition, hate crimes, conspiracy to commit hate crimes,
Murder, attempted
RICO violations, conspiracy to commit RICO violations, murder, conspiracy to commit murder, arson, conspiracy to commit arson, vandalism, conspiracy to commit vandalism, discrimination, conspiracy to commit said discrimination. You see what is going on here. The list goes on and on and on and on and on of their crimes. And for every crime, there's a conspiracy aspect to it, because it was all conspired and made for those actions. In the conspiracy aspect, as a sentence enhancement of 2 to 5 years minimum. The fact I'm quite sure an argument could be made for discrimination and conspiracy to discriminate. Now, that makes it hate crime. That carries with it a minimum of 5 to 10 years sentence enhancement. Meaning, if you got charged with breaking and entering, 2 to 5. But if they were able to prove that you conspired to commit the breaking and entering, and you did it because you didn't like someone's policies, political outlook, or race, creed, or religion, that makes it a hate crime and a conspiracy to commit a hate crime. That means that same 2 to 5 years you were looking at, you are now looking at a minimum of 12 to 20. See how the time jumped? And if the Democrats allow the cops to do their job, that's what would happen. But the Democrats don't want their soldiers, their terroristic soldiers, locked up. So the Democrats of these cities and states are telling them, the cops, stand down. We order you to stand down. So that their foot soldiers don't go to prison for the rest of their lives. Or at least until their adulthood. Think about it, people. Alright, it's the same. They're doing the same thing with the moms and putting kids on the front lines that Saddam did in hiding chemical factories next to hospitals and schools. Alright, if you attack the chemical facility next to the school or the hospital, it blows up, it's going to injure the hospital or the school. And people can say, oh, look, they blew up a hospital and a school. There was nothing there. No, they blew the building next to it, which caused damage there. But they can use it to pull at the public's heartstrings. Oh, look, the cops are arresting mothers and children. Well, first of all, what kind of a parent brings their kid to a fucking protest where they know they could possibly get arrested? Secondly, what kind of a mother goes to a protest where she knows she could get arrested and thus be separated from her children? I'll tell you, the answer is the same for both questions. Parents who don't give a fuck about their children and how they grow up, so long as they can teach them to hate America, hate capitalism, and grow up to be a commie, a socialist. We know in the 80s and before then we had a great fucking slogan in life. The slogan was, punch a commie for mommy, or kill a commie for mommy. Better dead than red. And you're damn right I stand by those today. Because they served us fucking awesome for a lot of years. Think about it. And as usual, if you like the words that came out of my mouth hole today, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. If you don't like the words that came out of my mouth hole, give me a thumbs down. I don't care. Share the video. Either way, it helps to beat the algorithm and everything. And until next time, think for yourself. Question everything that you are told or shown or read. I do. Even question what I'm telling you. Alright? Because when you question things, you use your mind. When you use your mind, you come up with the true, logical answers. And that's all we can do as human beings, is make true, logical, well-informed decisions. Until next time, I'll be seeing you